flay and call it work.
Hey there, Wargamers. Josh and Lee back yet again. Mic's turned on. We are good to go. So we're here to do this week's Sit and Talk, the show where we sit and talk. Yeah, basically.
Nice intro.
I thought it was a pretty solid one.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't jump in and do it.
No.
So yeah, basically we answer your questions. We do it two different ways. Number one, we look at the previous week's video and any questions that were posted there on the MiniWarGaming website. We're going to go through and answer those. And then also, anybody that's on the live stream, we answer your hard-hitting questions. Now, Cullen, do you want to explain to everybody at home how they submit their questions live here? We haven't opened up the queue yet, so
If you would like your question answered by either Josh or Lee, in order for them to actually see the questions, because they are not staring at chat, you must, in Twitch chat, put !ask and then a space and then your question. That's just the prompt we use that allows your questions to get to the guys without having them stare at all of Twitch chat's nonsense. So hopefully that makes it a little bit easier, and I will, if I see anybody in chat who's, not doing that, I'll try to correct you as best I can.
Alrighty. So, the other thing that we're going to make note of is that we haven't opened up the queue yet, so you can't submit your questions yet live, but we'll open up that after a couple minutes. And the other thing is when you go to submit questions, you can only submit one at a time.
Yeah.
So if we haven't actually answered it or covered it yet, you can't submit another one. Now, also, I apologize for my rudeness. I mentioned Lee and myself, but of course we got DJ Misfire here in the corner.
How's it going, everybody? Living up to my title today.
Yeah, you are.
That's okay, though.
Are the mics on?
Yep.
Okay.
Mics are on. People are here. So yeah, let's just jump right into this. And
but before we even get there, we already have 2 subs. We've got Neo T09 Tier 1 sub. 7 months in a row. Yay! Best wishes to Lee. Glad you're getting well. Happy face. And we got J.A. Waddell with Twitch Prime, 5 months. Out of work teacher, has nothing better to do. Well, we're happy that you're here.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, as always, it's the continued support of the folks that show up to the live streams and leave questions for us if they aren't able to make it to the live stream. Because as with everything else we do here, if it isn't for you folks, it just doesn't happen. So I always appreciate the viewer interaction, and I don't think I do a good enough job of thanking people for it. So thanks again for showing up.
Well,
this is all
with
very
that,
new to me. So
we have Preacher 1970. Twitch Prime, 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Weird Hunter, 3 months in a row. Twitch Prime, amazing. And the Eternal Newbie, 100 bits. Thank you so much, everyone.
Awesome, guys. I super appreciate it. And this is also the other one. I think this is we haven't seen a ton of Lee lately, even though we've seen more of him recently than we had, like a month ago.
Yeah.
And this is Lee's first live stream.
Yes.
Like live stream at all? Or like anything else live?
I think I did one like the first time we did this live, like in the old place.
Not the sit and talk. You never did a live sit and talk.
No.
So
I can't remember. I don't think I have.
Because we were talking about it, I was going to try to, like when you're trying to give your cat a pill, you wrap him up in a blanket?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to do that to you, but
yeah.
we were all worried we were going to get bit too much, so. So yeah, let's just jump right into the questions here. We're going to start off with Army 17. This is that guy from New Zealand that likes that really crappy army.
Which army?
Black Legion.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got Lee. Glad to see you back and healthy. Those Canadian apothecaries are great, eh?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Did a bang-up job.
Yes, they did.
Hope your road to recovery is short. Just some advice. Sitting next to Josh isn't known to be a healthy choice. I mean,
yeah,
that's fair.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Is that why you're sitting over there?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I sit all the way away from Josh. But before we guys get to another question, K Broham, Tier 1, 6 months.
Woo!
And he says, has it really been 6 months? Dang, where's the time gone?
Yeah, we get some big numbers up there.
Oh, well, it's been a blast watching you guys through the past year. Thank you. And Our boy Zergalurga Durg, 7 months in a row, Twitch Prime, and he says, yeah.
I appreciate it so much, guys.
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so there's Twitch subscribe. So when you subscribe to Twitch,
Okay.
let's see if Colin's got this correct. It's
Did you open the queue, by the way?
I haven't opened it yet.
Okay, so everyone who's asking questions right now, actually, sorry.
Okay, here's what I'll tell. Okay, I'll open the queue right now. I said I wasn't going to open it till we did some of the other questions, but
Okay.
the queue will be open.
People have been trying to put in a couple questions, so sorry, everyone, if you've asked the question before that, re-ask it. And then we've actually got Donk Leaps is now hosting you. Thank you, Donk Leap.
Woo, cool. There's all sorts of technobabble going on the internet. I don't pretend to understand it, but subscribers, it's basically, it's not the exact same as being a vault member, but it's helping support what we do here.
You want to finish that question before we go into the?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll jump down into the live questions after a couple minutes, guys. But I'll try to bang through these quick. Question 1, Lee, where do you look to inspiration for your conversions? Instagram, lore, the warp?
The Pra. None of those. Google. I usually, when people want like a conversion of something, I just Google what other people have done, and I take my ideas from. If you have a good enough picture of it, I'll probably just steal it from you. It's the truth. That's I'm not gonna lie about it. It's I usually try to take do combos. I see a couple of good conversions. I'm trying to do a combination of them. But yeah, most of my ideas don't come from me.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you just try to see what you can find online. And
yeah.
You get a sense of what you want to do, but you want to see how other people have done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Question 2. This is for me, Josh. Dorn is awesome. Abaddon's the worst. I'm sorry the army I like sucks so bad. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I totally get it.
That looks different written down though.
No. It's the we replace the inflection.
It kind of looks like it says Dorn sucks. Abaddon
is
playing the long game.
No, I don't think that's how you pronounce that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I think I had read
English not being my first language.
Right, yeah. Apology accepted. Next up, we got Large Michael. First off, welcome back, Lee. Hope your recovery is going well.
Thank you. And it is. If you check the video blurbs I've been getting less pale.
Yep.
And
less near death.
Yeah, my voice is coming back slowly.
Yes. Here we go. Josh, are any of the toilets at the bunker capable of flushing 50-plus golf balls? If not, why? I haven't tested them yet, but I don't think we got any of those big old American standard awesome toilets. If you haven't checked out some of I think the most low-key hilarious videos are the product testing videos of toilets online, because they're like, here's our toilet, and these are from the manufacturer, and they're like, it'll flush 18 large hot dogs.
It's pretty
13
terrifying.
pounds of kitty litter. Whatever. The videos are hilarious.
Oh.
This seems like a huge source of potential video content. It is. Also, where is the Jello wrestling content we were promised? Who promised it? Because I never made promises that
Jello wrestling?
Somebody suggested it once.
It got suggested?
And, I still stand by the fact, if somebody sets this up, I don't know, I don't care, I'll wrestle someone. Mm-hmm. If we were sitting here and somebody dragged in a pool of Jello right now, we're like, yeah, cool, I'm down.
I just sit down and eat.
Yeah. Well, I wrestled you, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I would be trying to stop you from eating, just having you in a headlock. Lee, can we hear your thoughts, opinions on Horus Heresy Book 8? Keep on being awesome, guys.
Yeah, I actually have a copy of Book 8. The only copy in the office.
Yeah.
But I haven't read the Demons of the whatever stone, because I don't like demons. I think I don't like it as an idea. But Blood Angels are still amazing, and they got my new destroyers, which are gonna be very expensive because I have to convert their pistols. Because they have the Volkite pistols, right?
Okay.
2 each. So, and I have 20 of them, so. But I can use them instead of my regular destroyers. And Sanguinius, finally. He is amazing.
He's a monster.
Yeah, but he's not as good as Karn. Karn is probably, I would say, one of the best close combat Primarchs we have now.
Karn or Angron?
Angron isn't that good.
No.
People keep talking about Angron like he's this super
Okay,
monster.
wait, you said Karn. What Primarch are we talking about?
I'm talking about Karn. The Khan.
Oh, the Khan. I thought you said Karn, like Karn the Betrayer. I'm like, what? He's an okay captain, man. No, the Khan. Okay, yeah, sorry.
I'm talking about the Khan.
White
Jagadai
Stripes.
Khan.
Yeah, no, he's amazing.
Yeah, he is without peer.
Yeah.
He is just so good that it's just insulting it doesn't have a model yet.
I really hope they knock that one. I assume they will, but they really knock that one out of the park with his model.
Yeah, they really should do 2 models of him. One on foot and one on jet bike.
I think they've talked about the fact that there's going to be 2,
Yeah.
but they've got the one on foot that they're working on, whatever, and I think they said, like, the one on the jet bike, good luck. Like, it's going to come out eventually, but no idea when.
Yeah.
I think they said that they intend to do them both, but they haven't even worked on the jet bike one.
Yeah.
If I remember what they were talking about it. It was like the Weekender or something.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one.
We're going to jump over. See, this is where we get used to this, because I'm already too slow. We're going to jump over to some of the live questions.
Woo!
So, we're going to try to bang through these in decent time. First, we got the Darkest Stig. Happy to see you live, Lee.
Hey.
How excited are you about your vacation time?
Very, because
Colin's pointing. This? I do this?
right.
Bring it closer to yourself. Yeah.
Is that better?
I hope so. I apologize, everyone. The stand mic always gives me a little bit of audio fun, so.
Okay.
Huh?
But I'm still fine, right?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. It's I think. Or is everyone in general too quiet? I apologize.
Then just turn up the volume on your computer.
You guys keep going. Don't
How
worry
excited am I for my vacation time? Well, very, because my mom is actually currently staying with me since my hospital stay. My dad and one of my brothers is coming tonight, so that's gonna be fun because I met my dad when I was in the hospital, then he went back home, but I haven't met my brother for 4 years, like since I moved here.
Yep.
I met him the night before I moved, but yeah, it's gonna be good, and he's gonna be staying at my place, so a lot of long nights.
Just catching up with people?
Catching up with people and drinking beer for them.
Sounds good time. Now, the brother you have coming to visit, that's the super handsome, super funny brother, right?
Well, because he resembles you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 3 brothers, but one of them, this guy, reminds me of him so much. And my mom, last time she was here, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, the first time she met me, right?
Yeah, first time she met you. After like 5 minutes, she was just like, "Oh my God, you are just like him."
Yeah.
So that's gonna be an interesting melding of universes. But it's gonna be good. So
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Okay, we're gonna go pick next here. Let's see if I do it right. Colin doesn't like the fact that I use a mouse. I don't like these little touchpad things. But he didn't give me a mouse.
You're an old person.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So please, don't be ageist.
No.
Yeah, and when
You can just say no.
Adapt.
when I'm doing the solo, I demand a mouse. Otherwise, you're eating this laptop.
The future.
I guess I'm eating a laptop.
Next, we got Super Wasp King. Are you guys prepared for the possibility of hundreds of people applying for the narrative campaign? Nope.
Not my thing.
You know what? I've got some preparation work down, but yeah, we're not really sure what kind of response we're gonna get for any of that stuff. So who knows? We'll play it by ear, and we'll do our best to make it happen for everybody that wants to take part, and try to find a way to make it work.
Not my thing.
J.A. Waddell. For everyone knowing you're a fan of Warhammer Fantasy Battles, what was your favorite edition? Did you ever play Fantasy?
I played some in 7th.
Okay.
That's why I had a really big Marauder army.
Right. Yeah.
With tons of horsemen and Marauders on foot. But no, the whole like ranks is just not my thing. It throws me off.
Yeah. Probably I'd say 7th edition for me because that was the edition I played the most of. Next, we're going to jump over down to Uncle Servo. Josh, how in the Sam hell did you drag Lee out of the Fungeon for a live stream?
It was my idea.
Yeah, actually, Lee came to me and had asked if he could jump on one. Because originally I was trying to get you to do it back at the old place.
Yeah.
It just wasn't your jam.
No.
And then, yeah, here we are.
Yeah, I think it was, I think I watched one. And I was like, seems like fun. And I do have a new outlook on life. Because I didn't die. So, yeah.
Might as well try out some new stuff.
Yeah, give it a shot. See if it works. If it doesn't, I'll just tap out. But
yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Hvernig ertu, Lee? Ég er góður, takk.
It's like Klingon.
Yeah.
He said thank you. That's the one word I know.
Yeah, he actually recognizes some Icelandic words. That basically means how are you, Lee? And
okay.
I said I'm good.
What was what again? Kva?
Kvath.
Kvath?
Kvath, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I remember I used to yell that at you all the time. That was the only word that I knew, though. Okay, Cullen, you're going to help us out with this next one here.
It's a long one.
DJ Misfire 140713 from Neo T09.
Okay, give me 2 seconds to find it.
So he doesn't have access to this?
So it's to both.
He doesn't see this, but otherwise he wouldn't see it. Yeah.
It starts with to both of you?
Yep.
Okay, so to both of you, with contrast paints pushing glazes out of the way, any idea to paint my Imperial Fists? Used to use Averland Sunset with Lamenter's yellow glaze.
You want to tackle this one first?
I haven't played around with them that much. Honestly, out of everybody I know, Chris would be the expert on which ones to use. Because I haven't actually started using the contrast paints at all, but I'm excited to. But I'm going to do them on non-40K, 30K stuff to start probably. I don't know the names of the paints though.
Same here. I actually just added the whole range to my collection, which means I need to order a new paint rack. But I think there's like 3 or 4 yellows that you can be using.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't experimented at all with them, but I think using the contrast paints just straight on a white base would actually look really good for Imperial Fists.
Yeah.
Because people have a problem with yellow, just getting it right. But I think you can actually, with the contrast paints, if you do like a light yellow over the whole thing, and then shade that yellow with a darker contrast paint, I think they would look amazing.
Yeah, because I remember, so my old Imperial Fist, way back, when I was playing in 3rd or 4th, I used to just paint them with the Games Workshop inks.
Yeah. When they had inks.
When it was inks, and this is obviously before the shades, so the inks would work well, but the inks didn't flow as well.
No.
So you could paint with them like the way you paint with contrast paints, but you had to manually pull the ink before it dried into the recesses.
Yeah, you had to like manually shade them.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, like the ink would take a little while to dry, so you could move it around, and that's how I used to do stuff. So I never got good at edge highlighting or anything else like that.
No.
Like I'm just not good at it. But yeah, I'm curious to see because I want to start doing some stuff with them.
But I think the contrast paints would be perfect for yellow armies.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I believe Chris put out a video on MiniWarGaming with a quick tip on yellow.
Oh, did you yellow? Yes, I saw his White Scar one.
Yeah, so there should be 1 or 2 different versions of yellow. And then obviously, if you want further explanation from Chris, his live show is tomorrow at 1 o'clock So if you can tune in tomorrow at 1,
Free plug.
you can ask him that question. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Got to incorporate those plugs.
Important. Okay, the next one's for Miso Miso, actually. Colin, we need your help again. This is 140720.
My boy. Okay. Is this the Ask Josh How?
Josh, how
Yeah.
is the office in the new building?
Okay, so how is the office in the new building? Fun and lots of banter? And Lee, how is it? How is your new room? Do you have a window and are you out of the basement? Best. Best.
Best.
Best.
Best. Yes, we are.
Office in the new building. It's nice. It's kind of an L shape. So I'm actually kind of happy because I'm around the corner and it's easy for me to ignore people if they're talking, but I can also like roll my chair over and take part in the conversation.
Yeah, and I've noticed you can actually be sneaky and not have people know that you're actually in the office.
Yep.
And just stay there and just wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, ha!
Yeah.
But, you done?
Yes, go for it. Your new room.
My new room, it does have a window. That's like 10 feet, no, maybe 12 feet from the floor. So it's just way up in the ceiling. And I will be covering half of it with my ventilation shaft thing for my my booth.
Your spray booth?
My spray booth. And, but it's in the basement. So I'm still in the basement where I apparently belong.
Hey, you're like our little painting mushroom.
Yeah, just in the dark.
Yeah.
Painting mushroom.
Don't give him too much light. He won't grow.
Yeah. But it's way, way better than what I had. It's bigger for like floor space and it's way taller.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's at least twice the floor space I had. But yeah, it's way better. And I do have a window.
We're going to jump back over to answering some of the pre-submitted questions here, guys. So pump the brakes a little bit on questions. Patty Reaper 297. Hi, Lee and Josh. Lee, have you ever used a product like Blue Stuff that can make molds for casting bits? Thanks and hope you are feeling better.
Well, I just call it epoxy resin. Well, that's what I actually cast in. So it's an epoxy silicone, which is blue. So it could be Blue Stuff. But yes, I actually, when I'm not painting, I actually enjoy taking molds and producing my own stuff. And that's all I'll say about that.
Have you ever just like wanted to stick your face into it?
Yes.
Have you?
No.
Oh. If we get a straw, do you want to do it one day?
Maybe.
Like a little straw so you can breathe?
Why? Why would I want a mask of my own face?
I don't know.
You know how hard it would be to get out of my beard? Let's do to your beard.
Well, no, because we're going to take your face, we'll wrap it in plastic wrap,
Okay.
and then, we'll have the little straw going on. So that way it won't get all stuck in your beard. You can just mold your face.
So it'd just be a plastic wrapped mold of my face?
Yeah, well, yeah, you like to plastic wrap on your face and stick your face in the mold, and then, it all comes back out, and you just
It looks
make a
like
Lee mask.
It wouldn't be a Lee mask.
No, that attitude.
Next question. This guy doesn't get molding. It's like trying to talk to Steve about casting.
Anything?
No, come on. No, about casting. He just doesn't
get it.
Doesn't get it.
I have no experience with casting bits or anything like that. Next we got Nerm.
Nerm? I really like that username, Nerm.
Nerm? Because it's almost like Norm.
Yeah, but it's Nerm.
Hi, Josh and Lee. Last week, Matthew stated that the D&D live stream wasn't getting the viewership that he would have liked. As a resident of Australia...
Make it better, then.
Harsh. It's because they got this...
I take offense to that.
Yeah, we should.
As a resident of Australia, I'm able to get into the live stuff. As it's 3 a.m. here, so I can't offer comment in that respect, but in my opinion, each episode being 4 hours long makes it a lot harder to consume. Other D&D streams like the C-Team, which I would recommend to anyone wanting to learn how to DM and roleplay well, go for 2 hours max with a break, which makes it a lot easier to consume in an evening. 4 hours is a lot of time to commit to one video. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I can tell you that the D&D stuff is kind of Matt's baby. So I haven't really been involved in anything to do with that.
I have nothing to do with it.
But what you're saying makes sense.
There's a bunch of different theories, and I mean, you could say that, and you can say, you know what, Critical Role posts 4-hour episodes, so that's also a standard. So I mean, it's you can make it 50 different ways, and each different individual will like certain parts about it better. So I don't know what the correct formula is right now, and right now I think we're going to be putting a pause on all the RPG stuff, so we won't really even be able to work on that formula for a while. But yeah, that's kind of there's a bunch of different things you could say of how to make it better or different, but I don't know. That's my kind of thought on it.
Okay.
Also, welcome back, Lee.
Hi.
Hope you're doing well. I'm looking
you.
forward to seeing what projects Matt inflicts upon you. The last one, Spaceport Board, was awesome.
Thank you.
Also more Lee, Battle Reports, more Heresy.
Yes. I need to finish my next army, which is World Eaters for 30k. In case anyone is wondering, I am doing 30k World Eaters. I'm doing an infantry-based army, so it's a lot of models.
I don't know if it's a spoiler. Don't quote me on it because my brain is scrambled. I think we got a big 30k game coming out tomorrow.
Okay.
Friday. I think Luca's big game's going out tomorrow, and that's like huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, he's still really into 30k. He's getting his Space Wolves done, so.
All right, next we got Zerga Lurga Durg at Josh and Lee. Good morning, Tara. Today, Good Morning Tara is coming to you live and mostly in color from the beautiful new bunker of MiniWarGaming. We're joined by the commissar in charge, Josh McBeardy Boy, and the head maitre d' of the Fungin, Lee. This episode of Good Morning Tara is brought to you by the Realm of Grr. Birds chirping in the morning sun, deer taking a drink from a fresh mountain stream, a blood-crazed mog crusher smashing its way into the clearing and ripping the deer limb from limb. That beauty and calm intermixed with inevitable chaos and carnage are what make the Realm of Grr the most entertaining of the realms. That sound? That's the call of adventure. That's the call of the wild. That's pure Grr. Plan your trip today at your local realm gate. It's a cool name, but like, I don't know. It's one of those like, who's the one that pitched that?
Grr?
Grr. That's the Realm of Beasts for
Okay.
But they also said, you know what we're going to call it? We're going to call it Grr. But put an H in it.
Like somebody made a joke like Grr. And they're like, put an H in.
Yeah.
Hired.
Done.
Maybe it was like the last decision. They like at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like, oh, grr. Okay, fine. Put an H in it. Okay,
there's just a whole whiteboard of noises.
They're listening to just like
the realm of Arg. No. The realm of How do you even spell that?
Well, yeah, just like
the realm of Arg actually makes sense.
I'm just imagining somebody had like watched a documentary on grizzly bears.
Grr.
Like, what do we name this realm? Grizzly bears go grr.
Do they?
Done. Hired. I don't know.
Hired? You got a promotion.
So, gentle beings, we have a lot of questions, so let's get right to it. Since we know that you are both big fans of the Horus Heresy, have either of you checked out the Solar War book yet? I have not because I'm behind on Heresy books and I've been trying to catch up and read them in order. Because what I started doing is I started reading them out of order because whatever, I would just read the ones I wanted to. And now I'm trying to go back and fix that. I've had no time to read lately, but I'm doing my bestest. What do you think it means for Heresy the game?
I don't know what's in it. I have no idea.
Well, because basically the solar, they're moving into the basically. Yeah. I guess my base understanding is that the traders have made it to the solar system now. Yeah. And we're in the kind of end game of the Heresy. It still lasts for a while, but it's progressing. So definitely, seeing stuff get cranked up, to another degree. Now the thing I'm curious about is, are we gonna see Trader Demon Primarchs? Are they going to progress to there eventually? Where are we at? I wonder with what they're planning on doing for the game.
Yeah, like the old lore. If we base it off of the old lore for the Heresy, when the Siege of Terra is going on and the Legions start landing, I know Mortarion has already turned.
Yep.
Because he turns in the warp on the way to Terra.
Correct.
And there's even like a blurb where they talk about like the creatures that emerged from the dropships were no longer recognizable as Death Guard.
Right, yeah.
Because they were Plague Marines. And including Mortarion. Angron, I'm not sure about if he had ascended by that time.
In the old lore, I think he had, but according to the current stuff, he has already. Yeah. So is Fulgrim.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, that other one, I can't remember the name of, that's boring and
Magnus?
lame. Yeah, him. Man.
He's not even on Terra. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool if they actually just gave out rules for the Ascended Primarchs. Don't have to do models, because people can convert stuff. Mm-hmm. And some people already have. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Just the beefed up monsters.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
With the upcoming new Apocalypse system coming, are you guys excited for possible single-day Apocalypse games?
No, that's 8th edition.
Harsh. I'm at the point where, like, I look at it and go, like, it's super cool. I'm excited for, new stuff coming out. But I like smaller scale games more than bigger scale games.
Yep.
Is that an important phone call?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I shut it off without looking at it, so.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'd take it after. Yeah, I mean, like, and for me, it would mean you can bring out some of the bigger stuff, but with Titanicus being out, like, that's my Titan fix. So I'm excited for what it means, but I probably won't be doing a ton of Apocalypse games myself.
I don't play 8th edition.
It's true. Lastly, we know you both are loyal sons of the Emperor.
Yes. But
which of the loyal Primarchs do you think is the most untrustworthy?
The Lion.
Ooh, yeah, for sure the Lion.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but do you even count him as one of the loyal ones?
I do, because they didn't fully turn to chaos. To me, this is the whole Dark Angel thing again. Because you have, like, if you split the Legion, you have the Lutherans, or Lutherites, which they were chaos, for sure. And then you have the Loyalists, like the ones that follow the Lion.
Yeah.
Which, to me, have always been, like, chaos undecided.
Yeah, see, I don't necessarily, because I don't lump them with chaos. It's more of just like, you boys aren't loyal, though.
No.
I don't know if you're full-fledged traitors, but I wouldn't call you the most loyal.
No.
You're kind of, I don't know, you're...
So, in that respect, I think, yeah, he's... I mean, and by his nature, he's untrustworthy.
For sure, because he doesn't trust anybody else.
Yeah. And even his Legion, like, the chapters that evolved from his Legion have, like, these circles of secrecy, which means they don't trust anyone. So, yeah, the Lion.
Secrets and secrets, yeah.
Hands down, the Lion. But he's cool. I actually do enjoy his lore. And,
lore's fun.
And I can't wait for him to get rules.
Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen, and thank you at home for tuning in. We now go over to Cullen with a new Officio Assassinorum report that he may or may not have time to make, judging by that red dot on his forehead. Cullen?
Ah!
Before you move on to the next one, though, I do have something to say.
Oh.
We've got Segendary, Twitch Prime 7 months or subscribed for 7 months, currently on a 4-month streak.
Nice.
I never noticed that those two things were different.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And Battle_Dragon. Twitch Prime 6 months in a row. Half a year, sir. Thank you. And we've got, I think there was one, I don't think I'd said CWA_crafter.
No.
Twitch Prime 2 months. Thank you, sir. Do you craft things? Do you have a crafting YouTube channel? I don't know. Do you just like
Why are you making
crafts?
a sexy face?
Maybe he's just a crafty guy.
I don't know. I'm just in a weird mood right now. I don't understand.
Being weird.
I've been watching a lot of crafting YouTube videos.
Stop being weird. He's being weird, Cullen.
It's because he took his glasses off.
Yeah.
No, that
And he's doing the... What was that stupid Ben Stiller movie where he was a model?
Zoolander?
Yeah, Zoolander. He keeps doing the Zoolander face.
Yeah.
I haven't even
Blue
seen
Steel?
that movie, so
What?
I don't even know
Yeah,
what
the
that
Blue
is.
Steel.
Yeah.
What is that?
Listen, son. Wait, have you not seen Zoolander at all?
No.
You should go watch it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. The film school student doesn't watch movies.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
It's that North Welland attitude. It is. Next, we got Joe, 8170. I can hear how quiet he's being.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hope you are well. Lee, how do you feel about the current culture of everyone pretending to be a Viking? I am ex-military and all of my fellow vets go on about riding to Valhalla covered in blood, and I just look at them like, dude, you were in logistics.
Everyone's pretending to be a Viking now?
I think it's a popular trendy kind of thing, the Viking type trend.
So it's helmets with horns on them and
Just maybe that kind of stuff, or just the people wearing
okay. Let's just have something. I'll just make something.
Don't ask Lee controversial things on live stream.
Yeah, I realize I'm live.
Yeah, good language.
Yeah, shut up. To Viking is something you do.
It's a verb, not a noun.
It's not something you are. So, subject dropped.
Oh, there you go.
People just use the word wrong, and they're all wrong. All of them. I call them out. Send me emails. I don't care. Lee at MiniWarGaming. You're wrong.
Josh, when there are tournaments, what is your plan with having judges? Are you getting people in, or are you going to have Matthew wearing a headmaster's uniform with a ruler pointing out where people have gone wrong? In the short term, I've got a couple different things floating around depending on the types of events. But one person, if you haven't checked him out already, Scary from Scarredcast. Actually, Colin, can you pull up Scarredcast and put a link in there for me?
Nope. Yes, I can. I was going to say no problem, and then I realized my mic was off.
No.
Nope.
So I didn't mean to say no.
Oh, wait, did they hear you just say no?
I think so.
Hey, Colin, you do this? Do a favor for me, buddy?
Nope.
No.
I was just like,
All right.
nope. And then I was like, oh, I got to turn myself back on. Yes.
So yeah, Scary is very heavily involved in 40K tournaments,
Okay.
specifically. So we're gonna buddy up with him, and yeah,
I actually
make some
have
stuff
a
happen.
question about him.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it called Scary?
It's his nickname. I don't understand why. His name's actually Ridvan.
Okay.
It's something, and I think whatever his native language is.
What's his native language?
I don't know.
Because it sounds...
Skari.
Yeah, that sounds very Icelandic. Because that's the nickname for Oscar.
I have no idea.
Scary.
I'm gonna have to actually ask him.
Yeah.
And because his YouTube is Scarredcast. Skared.
Okay.
Cast.
Because that sounds like a very Icelandic nickname. So, kudos to you.
You have to check that out.
Yep. Just curious.
Bonus question for you both. When it comes to artillery, do you know what makes a gun a howitzer? Keep up the good stuff.
Well, over to you.
Actually, I don't know a ton about artillery, but I want to say howitzer because it's kind of a dated, like it's an older term.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's to do with the angle of attack.
So it's more of a straightforward.
I think
cannon?
howitzer is more of a arcing one.
You think so?
So I think if you go back and look at old stuff like
Because I always picture a howitzer to being just like point blank in your face, and I do know where point blank comes from.
yeah, because I think it was like a cannon was more direct fire, and a howitzer was one that was capable of firing on more of an angle. And I think it was less direct fire. Did you find Scarcast on there for everybody, Colin?
Yep.
Thanks, buddy. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Scary, check out his stuff. He's been in a couple times. He's been in to do some bat reps. Fantastic dude, making good content. And here, look this up first, Colin. What's the definition of a howitzer? Like, was I anywhere close to being right?
How do I
wonder.
spell that?
HOWITZER.
You just want the definition of
Yeah,
the
what's
word?
the definition of a howitzer?
Yeah, because they have a lot of cannons.
It's a noun. A short gun for firing a shell on high trajectory at low velocity.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah,
So
that
I
makes
wasn't
sense.
even close. No, I have no idea.
There you go. I wasn't. I did a bad job of explaining it, but I was right for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna jump back to some live questions here.
Yeah, we are.
Admiral Radis.
Radis?
That was okay. So the new Star Wars, the only good one that they've done recently.
They've done a good one?
Yeah. Where it's like one big battle for the second half of it. I showed you the clip where they're jumping into hyperspace and Vader ship shows up and the little one just bounces
you're
off
still
of it.
talking about Star Wars?
You like that clip. You laughed. I laughed. We laughed together.
Okay. I can't remember that one.
You're lame.
I
It's
am.
the Admiral from that.
Okay.
I'm entering a 3-people Stormcast army, mixed army to armies on parade. Any tips on how to get votes? I don't even know what the vote process is for it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Put pictures all over the place online.
Be good.
Hit, add you, paint well.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't have any better advice than that.
Next question.
I already know the answer to this one because you're not interested. Weird Hunter, Lee, what faction is Josh convincing you to play for Team Yankee?
Stay home.
Yep.
I'm the stay-home team.
So
Yeah.
the Swiss?
That
I
never
be the-
loses. I'm the Swiss.
Can I be the people working in the factory back in America?
Yeah,
Getting
exactly.
the stuff. The person I've actually convinced recently to buy stuff is David White. He bought Soviets.
And he brought like a case full of tanks and was trying to show them off to me. I was just like, okay.
Oh no, I skipped one.
Oh no.
Okay, so here, Colin, you gotta find Heavy Glenn. What's
the next timestamp?
140803.
Okay.
I went to go pick next and double clicked. Because I don't
Okay.
have a mouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
So
don't you
the
have a
next
mouse?
one is Ryan
Go.
Warhart.
No, but I need Heavy Glenn's question.
Yeah.
Sorry, the next one is Ryan Warren.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got it here. Josh, some time ago there was a photo on Facebook with loads of Night Lord dreadnoughts. Were they yours? If so, how much do you love them?
No, they were. I think it was one of the guys from. I think it was one of the guys from Imperium Gaming brought his stuff by. He's in there in the comment section if you go back there and look at that picture. So they're not mine, but like low key, if I got away with it, I would have probably tried to steal them. Like,
Yeah.
really nice looking models. But yeah, I've only got the one Night Lord Dreadnought, but I got a second one getting painted up. He's a heavy boy, big hefty boy.
Mm-hmm.
What's that face for?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't care.
Yeah, because I've got the one, the first one that you did for me.
Yeah.
The Contemptor, and then getting a Leviathan done. They were the buddy that posted those pictures, though. They are good looking ones.
Yep.
So Ryan Warhart, question for you all: what is your favorite model unit to build and paint, and why? Lee, what's your favorite model to build and paint, and why?
I need a minute.
Okay. I'm gonna say probably because I don't really love painting. I hate painting.
Yeah.
As far as like having fun building stuff, like I can just sit around and build 30k Space Marines like all day, every day. Plastic Space Marines, it's fun.
Yeah.
If it's 30k, it's like a lot of fun. But there's not one specific kit. What about you, Colin?
Sup? I've been reading chat.
Okay.
What's your favorite model / unit to build and paint, and why?
Okay, good. Because I just had this thing of like, are you gonna read the same question I read to you to me?
Were you asleep?
No. My
He fell asleep.
favorite model to build and paint,
And why?
and why? Like in the past?
No, in the future.
No, in the future.
What
What will be your favorite model to build?
Thank you, Lee. So I've only, I guess, done one, but it's the Hell Pit Abomination. It's my favorite model. I don't know if it's necessarily, I don't remember building it, but it's specifically my favorite model ever. And painting it is fun because it's just a big flesh mound of rats.
Yeah.
I think that, the Hell Pit Abomination, I think was my favorite model to run over with my Mornthane Cavalry.
I think, after giving this actually some serious thought, I think my favorite unit to build and paint would be any kind of Contemptor.
Okay, yeah.
Like Forge World Contemptor.
Yep.
With all the joints and stuff. Because I've made a bunch of conversions out of the stock one that comes in the Calth box. But then I made Theo. The
Jump one?
Yeah, the one with the jump pack.
Yeah.
With the two-handed weapon. And I really liked how he turned out. So yeah, I think I'll... Yeah, any kind of Contemptor.
That's fair. All right, let's see if we can crank some more of these questions out here. Kroll46, Lee, what brought you back to the sit and talk? Is Josh trying a way to blackmail you, or is Cullen holding you at gunpoint off camera?
No, I had a life-changing experience a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just more open to being on live, basically. And I wanted to try it out, so...
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Next, we got K. Broham. Hey, Josh, why is Dorn so hated?
He's not hated.
He's the best.
He's loved.
I think Dorn, if you look at, different fictional characters, is an easy one to hate because he's just kind of straight shooting.
Yeah.
And just, that's kind of how it is.
Because he's the loyal son soldier.
Yeah. And
I don't know why I got so defensive. I'm sorry.
Really, wow. I think there's some good lore of him acting almost as the most human of the different Primarchs.
Yeah.
Because he's very stone faced at that's his whole gruff exterior. But after his encounter with Kurz, and as he's fortifying the Imperial Palace,
yeah,
he's very open about, right? And the novel talks about how he's very just concerned, he's worried, and it's that that kind of creeping fear that he's like, I've been anxious about stuff before, but like I'm feeling actually pretty scared about this.
Yeah.
So the very kind of humanizing the way they've written him in different ways.
Yeah, and plus, like when it's in a, I can't remember the name of it. It's a short story. It's an not an autobiography. It's
audiobook.
Yeah, an audiobook, where he's standing on like the battlements of the palace.
Yeah.
And he hates what he's done to the palace.
Yeah.
Because he turned this work of art into a fortress, and he doesn't like what he had to do.
Right. Because I remember it's like the Lightning Tower or something. Like that. And they're knocking down certain sections of wall to be able to like fortify different areas.
And he's just hating it, all of it.
Yeah, basically like knocking off the decorations to be able to put more armor on and things like that. And it's just he's very conflicted. It's tough. He's very emotional.
So yeah, he's actually, if you'd read or listen to certain stories, he's one of the best written Primarchs.
I think so. Yeah.
Because he holds on to his humanity.
Right.
And I really like him, especially if he's got a beard.
Yeah. Chop's Dorn is best Dorn. We're gonna do a couple more of these, then jump back to the pre-submitted ones. We got Geofits. How you feeling about the Draft Path to Glory format? That's for Matt's AOS. Have you paid attention to it at all?
I've heard about it. I think it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Because if people can't control what's in their army, it makes the playing more fun.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I haven't tried it out, but it's an interesting looking format, and I'm excited. And the people that have been playing it have been having a lot of fun with it. So
yeah, it does look really awesome, and it takes my favorite thing from Magic and puts it into Warhammer, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, the drafting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna jump back to these real quick. Weird Hunter at Josh and Lee. Firstly, hail to the return of the dynamic duo. Yeah. If you were to form a metal band, what kind of metal would you play? What would be your band's name? What instruments would each of you play? And would you make Cullen your roadie?
I can probably play more instruments than some people here. I don't see why I get roadie relegated.
Weird flex, but okay. Because you're the hardworking one.
Nah.
Nah.
I see.
You can probably play more instruments than Josh, for sure.
I
Yeah,
played
because everybody
2.
plays more instruments than Josh.
Yeah, everyone does.
I don't know what kind of metal band could you form where like somebody plays like Metal Triangle?
I don't know, but I'll be in there with the baritone, so like I got a mini tuba.
Okay. I don't know. 'Cause, okay, so the it's a good question, but the issue with the question is that I'm not musically inclined at all, being able to perform in any way.
Nope.
But hypothetically, let's pretend that all of a sudden
I give you a bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bass guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear that those are the most popular, well-respected, not made fun of guys in metal bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, so bass guitar would make sense.
Yeah.
You know, I've considered learning to play something, but I mean, I got no time.
That means actually committing to it.
Yeah, and I can't right now at all. I was gonna actually I want to learn harmonica for a while.
Okay.
So you can be that guy on the porch ripping your harmonica and Welland.
Sure. You ever listen to? I can't remember if it's just an Ozzy song or a Sabbath song. What was it? The Wizard.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I just want to mess with you because we're live. I'm trying my best not to.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, what genre of metal, I guess, would you think we would end up in? Like if I were, let's say, I was driving along, and or whatever, I take a blow to the head, and all of a sudden I'm musically talented.
Yeah.
What type of metal band do you think we would end up as?
I don't know. I'm guessing it wouldn't be too complicated. Just be fun.
Yeah.
So it'd be like AC/DC, Airborne.
Okay. Yeah.
Just straightforward, just metal, or maybe not even metal, just rock and roll.
Yeah. Some kind of rock and roll, hard rock kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would be the band's name?
I have no idea. That would be the name, the actual name. I have no idea.
I have no idea. So what instruments do you currently actually know how to play? I think I know the answer to it, but I'll let you talk.
Well, I am a drummer by just definition, but I play guitar and bass too. So just as a hobby. So yeah, I could basically form a band by myself.
And Colin, what musical instruments do you know how to play?
Bass guitar and the baritone, which
Okay.
is a small tuba,
Well,
euphonium.
Tuba.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Used to play played at high school.
no. Well, he does know how to play bass, so
Yep.
so you're back on triangle.
Rock the triangle.
Ugh.
So yeah, I don't think Colin would be the roadie.
Nope.
He would be, I don't know, I guess he'd be the bassist that has to act as the roadie.
Great.
He would be the bassist with roadie duties as well.
Has to carry everything.
Okay, Demon Wolf. Lee, glad you're doing better. Hope your recovery is going well. 2 questions. One for the Admech Lord himself. Lee, would you consider doing a photo blog guide on how you go through the design and build process of your more epic creations?
You have to start over. My phone was ringing.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so would you consider doing a photo blog guide on how you go through the design and build
No.
process? Yeah, I think we've talked about this one before.
Yeah.
It just it crimps the style to a degree that you wouldn't understand because you're no matter what, you're going to be aware of the camera over your shoulder,
Yep.
and it's going to distract you and take away from the artistic process.
Yeah, and like, if I'm building something, I can't be stopping and taking a photo and stopping and taking a photo. Because I just hammer through. Even when I'm doing like vlogs for my own projects.
Yep.
There's, if you look at, because I did the Titan, the Castigator.
Yep.
I actually have documented on my Facebook page.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a part missing.
Okay.
Because I did the ammo feed.
Yep.
And then I covered it with plastic.
Gotcha.
And then I painted it. And there's a part of that process that's missing because I just forgot to take pictures because I was so having so much fun building.
Just in the zone.
Yeah. So, no, sorry. It's not unless I can just have someone just stand there and just take pictures of me.
But somehow not distract you.
Yeah, that's gonna help.
Second, for the High Lord of the Administratum, Josh, I've completed my first Deathwatch mission and have found that an apothecary on bike is epic. I have several Primaris apothecaries in my Deathwatch collection. Would you like one, and would you use him in the ongoing quest to locate and kill Inquisitor Rim? I will admit that, I'm kind of light on my Primaris stuff for the Deathwatch. And I thought about it, but I think, I don't know when the next time I'm going to expand on the Deathwatch force would be. With not filming anymore.
But Deathwatch are so cool.
They are super cool. I think I would almost double down and just stick with the old
check
Marines.
my phone.
Yeah, no problem.
Super professional.
Yeah, I don't care.
Cullen's gonna chirp you.
I was muted when I said that, so it made the comment even more.
But yeah, so I'm not
sorry
really
about that.
sure on that one. If I would go for it, I don't know. Maybe one day, maybe I will get to do another Deathwatch campaign.
Here's hoping.
Maybe. Okay, we got Miso. Josh, on an open vault, I saw a copy of the game Twilight Struggle on your shelf. Have you played it? Are you a fan? I haven't played it yet, and I am aware of the version on Steam and kind of want to try it out. But again, I've had no spare time at all to do anything with that. It's a board game.
Yep.
Been around for a while, I think, too. Okay, we're going to jump back here to Streamlabs. And let's see if we can get through some of these. We're going to bang them out quick, and then we always run late because it's me, and Lee's back.
Yeah.
Cullen just shrugs.
Yeah.
He knows what he's in here for. Right, Cullen?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Big Bad Pete 91. Welcome back, Lee. Any advice for building 30k breachers without buying Forge World kit or unit?
Shapeways?
Yeah, shapeways, and you just got to make sure you get the proper arms
Yeah.
that are out from the body and line up right.
Because they have really nice shields.
Yeah, they do have some really nice stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing, actually. Them
Yeah.
or Anvil Industry does
Yeah.
some cool stuff. Next, we got Arc 086. What teams do you guys plan on playing the next Blood Bowl League? Any specific reasons?
The next league. Because that's going to happen. I'd probably bring out my Dark Elves again.
Do the Dark Elves again?
Yeah.
And funny enough, I would probably bring back Ereptile Dysfunction and
Yeah.
just play the Lizardmen again.
Yeah, they should be actually be getting a new team.
I think those models would be cool.
Dope.
Okay, we got Richards. Lee, you said you didn't die. Was it that serious?
Yes. Twice.
Yeah, you were actually pretty close.
Yeah. I don't want to get too personal, but yeah. Twice.
Yeah, it was a spooky day.
Yeah. So, yes, I was being serious. And that was that serious.
Neo T09. Anybody hyped for Apocalypse as much as I am? Not us, really.
No.
Just we don't see ourselves playing a whole ton of it personally.
I did hear Steve saying that he is looking, or he watched the video and is kind of excited, but obviously first
Yeah, I know
video.
because GW's been hyping it up more and more. I just haven't had a chance to really I haven't seen that one where they show off, I think, gameplay stuff on it.
And that's the thing. I haven't had a chance to go and watch that yet, so I can't say until I watch that.
Oh.
Next, we got Gaza288. Assembly Boy and Paint Man. You said it wrong. But here's the thing, is that whose name did he capitalize?
Yours?
He knows what's up. Guys, interested in new Apocalypse games, and will we see the Blood Angels Uber Army at some point? So again, we just talked about the Apocalypse thing, but when do you think that when do you think your Blood Angels will be done?
They are done.
When do you think they're gonna see them all done? You gonna do a showcase at some point?
Probably, maybe. I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know.
I thought there was. I didn't know if you. Well, no, you're not even done the pistol guys, right?
True.
Hey, you're not done, you liar.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Lee, efter Vikingur. Nej. Next question.
I think either he said no or was talking about a horse.
Nay. That's how we say no.
I thought that was the assumption, but it could have been about horses. Maybe you could have called horses nays.
Eat horses.
You could. It doesn't mean you couldn't call them nays.
Nays?
We got M. Meyer 0122. Lee, what type of world leaders army are you doing since your Blood Angels was outside of the standard for them?
Well, my world leaders are going to be, on paper, they are so much fun. I have 50 infantry, so I have 3 10-man tactical units with chain axes, of course, and then I have 2 assault units with jump axe, and then I have 10 red butchers, I have Angron, I have Karn, and then I have 15 heavy support jet bikes.
15.
So, and that's my army. I have no idea how many points that is.
Yeah, because you're collecting. You're doing a collection, not building an army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a Spartan for Angron to drive around in.
Spartaning.
Spartaning.
I just realized what time it is.
Yeah.
So, Colin, what do you think? How many minutes are we gonna give them before we shut down the question queue?
It is 3:02.
Yes.
You want to give them 5 minutes, or do you want to give them less?
Maybe less. We'll say 3 minutes.
Okay, so at 3:05.
At 3:05, we're going to shut down the question queue. Colin's going to keep track of the time. So if you guys want to submit questions, get them in. We'll answer what you got.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, Colin, in the meantime, because I forgot to double check and I can't remember anymore, who's after us? You can start to figure that out for now. Okay, back to Big Michael. Bonus question. Do you think the Emperor should needs to die to advance the 40k narrative? Do you want me to jump in on this one? Because I already got thoughts on it.
Yeah, you got thoughts on it.
Okay, so I don't think he needs to die to advance the 40k narrative. I would be very interested if they killed him off, and that was something that they used to advance the 40k narrative.
Yeah.
That would pique my interest enough to start paying attention to the lore, because Gilliman coming back, honestly, I don't think it was a bad decision. It was just one that I'm like, I couldn't care less about this.
Yeah.
And stop paying attention. There's obviously a ton more stuff, but like the big event kind of thing, I think that was the one that I was hoping that they would do. I was assuming they were going to bring Russ back, but instead they brought Gilliman back. But I was really hoping they're going to go with the route of, Cypher finally making it to Terra,
Yeah.
killing the Emperor, and then what happens when the Emperor dies.
Yeah.
Because there was a bunch of different theories on what could happen there. So I think that would have been the most interesting to me personally, but I understand why that would be a huge jump for
Yeah.
GW to do. And that
But
would
they've
be,
been changing so much. Like, the galaxy's been torn in half, and just like...
there's a ton of stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't know if it feels that different. Because I guess and part of it in my mind is it's like a lot of my games, it doesn't matter where in the 40k timeline they're taking place, sort of thing.
No, but if you're a fluff buff, then the Emperor actually just dying, and they could even finagle some kind of, all the custodians are not there anymore, so people have access to the Emperor, and then somebody killed him, and then he just came back and wasn't happy.
Yeah, doing the whole Star Child thing.
Yeah.
Because so if you're not up on that one, the basic idea is that the Emperor, when he destroyed Horus, kind of had to let loose, unleash his crazy power and all of that. He's near dead, and that basically the essence of the Emperor is still kind of floating around out in the warp, but since he's trapped on the Golden Throne in his mostly dead body, he can't go out into the warp, gather his power up again, and take a new host form.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's tethered to the material realm.
Right. So the idea is that if they kill the body he's in right now, he'll be able to go into the Immaterium, lay the smack down on the Chaos Gods, and then come back in a fresh form.
Yeah. And then try to convince everybody that he is the Emperor.
Which I think would be super cool. It would be a new crusade almost, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's 9th edition. So we're going to jump in here. Cullen, are we getting close?
We are. So, okay, say it now.
I'm saying it now that we are getting ready to shut down the queue.
So if you were typing a question, just hit enter right now.
Bam.
And then give it like 30 seconds
Bam.
for everyone who's, internet slow. While we're waiting, B Mauser, 100 bits twice. So 200 bits from B Mauser.
Thank you, sir.
And 100 bits from Dr. Vulcan. Thank you very much.
Dr. V, he's a math doctor. He's a doctor of math.
Oh, nice. He's a real doctor.
Again, I hit close, right?
Close it.
Okay, that doesn't take away all the questions here?
Nope.
Close. Okay, so Taviros the Wake. So I know nobody films War Machine anymore. Does anybody play it in their spare time? Nobody here in the office does.
No.
We got Civils at 65. Theo.
I don't know.
It was when you were, he put that in when you were talking about the Theo model.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Broham. Hey, Lee, do you like any of the new Forge World Blood Angels models? I love those Paladins, but not for $100.
Yeah, same. I think even like the Leviathan Dreadnought looks awesome, even though I don't like the Leviathans. And I'm never going to buy one. The new Contemptor is amazing, but it needs the shooty, punchy arms.
Yeah.
But I think, like all of the new stuff that they've been coming out from Force World, both for Blood Angels and White Scars, just looks amazing. So, yeah, I might actually just get some of it just to have some of it.
Cool. Next, we got Flip Mode SH. If I press pause, do Tiny Josh and Lee get frozen in my phone? Should you be preparing for the grand opening? Probably.
That is this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time are we coming here, Josh, on Saturday?
You gotta be here like by 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd prefer if you showed up at 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. War Bubbler. Forgive me for asking, but has Lee been sick? He's lost weight.
Yeah. You want me to do the quick version?
You can do whatever version you want.
Okay. I was 3 weeks in hospital because of a kidney problem I have. And hospital food is gross. So all the extra weight I had just gone.
Yeah.
So, and I actually saw myself on a open vault the other day, and I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow.
Yeah, man, you were in rough shape.
Yeah. That was like the first open vault I had.
Right. And I mean, because I won't get too much into it. You can stop me at any point, obviously. But because there was people when you were in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously, I've talked about it a bunch. I very much believe in respecting people's privacy.
Yeah.
And things were pretty touch and go with you. And I think there was one guy in the comment section that was, something along the lines of like, how dare we not tell people what's going on with you? Because he didn't know what was up, whatever. And I think I kind of just told him like,
it's not theirs to tell.
Not your place. Like I think I didn't really tell him off, but I told him like, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong.
Yeah.
Because things were pretty spooky. Because I remember, can I tell the story? I guess of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lee had been off sick for a couple days, but like, just I don't feel good sick.
Yeah.
Nothing that was a big deal. And because Lee doesn't drive, he said, hey, before work, do you mind dropping me off at the clinic because I still don't feel good? Yeah. So no problem. Jump in the car, take him to the clinic, drop him off, and say,
me going to the clinic is a big thing.
Yeah, because you're like me, like you just don't go. But he had not been feeling well. So I dropped him off at the clinic, and then I get a call like an hour later, and you're like, yeah, I'm like, okay, how's everything? You're like, yeah, okay, things are okay. Can you come pick me up? And oh yeah, by the way, can you take me to the emergency room? They said I got to go to Emerge right away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
me
so okay.
Totally oblivious.
I go flying over there, and so Lee jumps in the car, and I'm like, so the emergency room? And I'm thinking maybe, you just didn't understand and you got hospital or something like that. And you're like, yeah, I gotta go to the emergency room. They gave me this note.
Yeah.
And it's a note saying like that Lee needs to skip the line and needs to go in immediately to see somebody. Like,
because they didn't realize. I'll just tell it. It's no problem. It was my kidneys.
Yeah.
and they didn't know what was wrong with them.
Yeah, the clinic couldn't figure it out.
No.
They're just like, this is serious.
Yeah, so they just like gave me this note. I gave it to the ER doctor, and they're just like, okay, we're taking you in right now. And that's how my 3-week hospital stay started.
Right, because I remember I picked you up and you jumped in the car and I'm like, let me see that note. And I read it and I'm trying not to panic because you weren't panicking.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was oblivious.
Yeah. So you're kind of sitting in the car going like, flirty, flirty, flirty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I think my new car, I had just gotten it at that point.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, buddy, no problem. I'll take you over. And, yeah.
Just really, and I didn't even notice. And I noticed when people go fast in a car.
Yeah.
I was pretty out of it.
Yeah, I was going a little too fast.
Yeah.
But we got to the emergency room and then, I think I got a call from you like an hour later saying like, oh, yeah, they're rushing me to the big hospital an hour away.
Yeah. That was the clinic in St. Catharines.
Yeah. So obviously we're all a little bit worried for him.
Yeah. And by that point, I think the search for my parents online started.
Yeah, because we had to get in touch with your family.
Yeah.
Okay, next we got Richards. Lee, all the best to you and have a great time. And all the best to the rest of MiniWarGaming, of course, as well. Thanks, friendo.
Thank you.
Miso. Yeah, the Steam version of Twilight Struggle is really good. Good to play as less setup time. Yeah, because I'm looking at it, it's one of those games that takes a while to set up.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on.
You want me to take this one?
No, I do. Do you want me to read it?
Sure.
Havalovar. What the? That's a P and a B together.
That's not a P.
Well, it's got a little dinglum.
That's a thought.
What?
A thought.
A thought?
It's a TH.
Freestasem. Nope, there it is again. Okay, what? How you read it?
Qual era la festa som sagres?
Is that what? Does it start with what?
Yeah.
Is that how you spell it?
Yeah. Qual var það fyrsta sem þú sagðir? That's how you read that.
Neat. So what's the response to that then?
I can't remember the first thing I said. That's the question. What was the first thing you said?
Oh. CWA Crafter. Colin, we're going to need your help. 1504.55.
We need an interpreter here.
1504?
1504.55.
Okay. How do you feel about the better bolter rule? How do you feel?
The better bolter rule has impacted Marines?
Yeah. Has it made the other chapters more viable, or does it make the list lean towards intercessor spam?
I couldn't tell you about chapter Marines that well.
There's a new bolter?
No, it was the if you don't move, you can double tap full range.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's 8th edition, right?
Yeah, it's 8th edition stuff. So I think because they had a beta version of it, then they cleaned it up. Yeah. I can only really speak from the Deathwatch side of things. And from the Deathwatch side of things, I think it did shift the power back towards intercessors a little bit more. But, I mean, not a huge amount. But yeah, it definitely, it shifted the focus back on intercessors more, for Deathwatch anyways.
Is that a bad thing?
Good or bad, it's something I'm less interested in because I don't like the Primaris as much as I like my regular guys. Okay. So I saw that rule coming a mile away, though, because the Deathwatch guys got crazy when they had the basically, we get the combination of special ammunition and essentially shooting twice as much.
No.
That was a bit much because that made it, because when the beta bolter rule came out, it was like, oh, okay, now there's really no point to play chapter Marines unless you're running Gilliman. And that's just so you have access to Gilliman. Like Deathwatch, I think, were leaps and bounds above. Not 100%, but for the most part. Now they've kind of evened it out a bit. Last one we got is Dr. Vulcan. Thoughts around the office on the new Age of Sigmar 100-point game mode now that it's been played? Point. What did I say?
100.
Oh, sorry, 1,000 point, yeah. I tested the game. Seems very fun. I haven't played it yet. The guys that have been playing it seem to have a lot of fun with it, so super cool, but I haven't had a whole lot of time for any games, never mind Age of Sigmar. And that is all the questions. We are finished up. Again, big thanks for everybody that tuned in. It's your folks' support that keep us going here and allow us to create the shows that we do. Now, Colin, did you check for me who's next week?
Vito.
Vito.
I did check and then I forgot.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he's just sitting in silence. He may have not checked.
We also got an additional 300 bits from Dr. Vulcan before we end the
sir.
show. Thank you. And 100 more from B. Mauser as I speak.
Nice. So, make sure that if you have questions for Vincenzo the Vest Verano himself,
Vincenzo?
I think that's his actual name.
Okay.
Make sure you leave them in the comment section of the MiniWarGaming video on the MiniWarGaming website. So YouTube, the comments are disabled, but on the website you can leave questions for Vito there, or just tune in live next week and just ask him yourself. Again, thanks for tuning in. Keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.